Hi everyone, this is T. She and her mother has given me permission to interview her, and the only ones that will see this video will be my instructor and my classmates. Okay, T. How are you today?
I'm doing good.
You look happy. We're going to talk a little bit about your sleep and your sleeping habits. In the last video, we spoke about, you leave your TV on sometimes in your room, but it doesn't really bother you. Do you have trouble falling asleep sometimes?
Sometimes it's on my mind. I do.
If you have a lot of things on your mind, do you ever have to take anything to help you sleep?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do you know what you take?
I take sleep aid from the dollar store.
Okay, so it's over the counter, nothing prescribed by a doctor.
Nothing prescribed.
Okay, and about how often out of a week's time do you think you take that?
I usually skip a lot. Usually
Okay.
on special occasions, so like maybe sometimes.
Okay, not often.
Not often at all.
Okay. Tell me about your usual bedtime.
My usual bedtime at 11:10. Sometimes if I sleep how I usually like to get a good night's rest, I sleep at like 10 to 11.
10 to 11. Okay. Tell me about your usual morning routine. What time do you wake up in the morning?
For school, I like to wake up at 5:45, or at least try to. Maybe 5:45 to 6 o'clock.
Okay.
On a normal day, I wake up at around 10, 11.
Okay. Like on the weekends or when you don't have school?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, since during the week when you have school, you go to bed between 10 and 11. And when you don't have school the next morning, what time do you think you go to sleep?
I try to go to bed at like around 11, sometimes
Still?
12 though.
Okay. Okay. And you usually wake up at 5:45 in the morning?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So for your age, do you think you're getting enough sleep?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So estimated time for your age is between 8.5 to 9 hours of sleep per night. And you're getting like around 5-ish. So you're missing some sleep.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
And on the weekends, what time do you wake up?
Depends on the time I go to sleep. Because sometimes go to sleep at 11, 12, sometimes 1 or 2. If I go to sleep a little later, I wake up at around 11, 12.
Okay. Do you have trouble falling asleep? Or do you just choose to go to sleep between 10 and 11?
It depends on how tired I am, and I just lay there and just hope I fall asleep soon.
Okay. Now, why do you choose to go to sleep at 10 o'clock?
Because, I don't know, I just don't want to go to bed too early. I feel like I'm missing everything, so I just like to go to bed.
What do you feel you're missing out on?
I don't know, like everything that happens, like anything in the family. I just feel like I need to know everything at the time, you know?
Okay. Now, once you go to bed, between 10 and 11, like you say, how long do you think it takes before you're out?
Like I'm completely asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Take me a good, depending on how tired, sometimes take me a good 10 minutes.
Okay.
Sometimes 10 minutes to 20 minutes if I'm not as tired.
It's not too bad. Do you wake up a lot during the night?
Only if I have to go to the restroom.
Okay. So the only time you wake up is if you have to go to the bathroom. Do you ever wake up like earlier than you want to wake up for school and can't go back to sleep?
Yes, ma'am. I'm doing that.
Okay. On average, during the week when you have school, how many times do you think you wake up during the night to go to the bathroom?
Like during maybe once a week at the most. I don't really do it a lot.
That's not bad. Okay, I'm going to ask you a very personal question. Have you ever had problems wetting the bed at your age?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so once you were potty trained, that was it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you snore? As far as you know, does your mom or a cousin or a friend you might stay with ever say when you fall asleep, you snore like a buzzsaw or something?
Sometimes I snore like very low, but like if I'm sleeping really, really good, I'll be snoring loud.
Okay. Now, earlier before you told me sometimes your leg might move or whatever on its own, but it's not something that you can't really control. Like you don't just wake up sometimes and your legs just...
Ooh.
Okay. All right. Do you have nightmares?
Sometimes if I watch like a scary movie, if I go to bed, I'll be having a nightmare.
But other than that, you're not going to wake up in a panic.
No, ma'am.
So you only have them like if you see a scary movie. Other than that,
Nothing.
never.
No.
Okay. And do you ever wake up like in the middle of the night and see like a shadow or something in your room?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it after you watch a scary movie?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you know it's not real.
I know it's not real.
Okay. Do you find it easy to wake up in the morning, or is it hard to wake up in the morning for school?
It depends how much sleep I get. If I get enough sleep, I wake up pretty easy. If I don't, I just be so tired. It'd be hard to get up.
So do you wake up to an alarm clock, or does your mom or an aunt wake you up for school?
My alarm clock wakes me up.
Okay. Now, before you go to bed, do you play a lot on your phone?
Yes, ma'am. Are you watching ASMR videos to go to sleep?
Okay. Do you watch TV a lot before you go to sleep?
Sometimes.
Okay. Do you drink a lot of like sodas and stuff before you go to bed? Anything with a lot of caffeine in it?
I try not to, but I do sometimes.
Okay, so how many sodas do you think, or caffeinated beverages you think you might drink before you go to bed?
Before I go to bed, like maybe like 1 can. I don't really like to
Okay.
drink a lot because I don't like to go to sleep with like a full belly.
Yeah, that bloats you. Okay. Let's see. You wake up to an alarm clock in the morning. Okay. Now, when you wake up in the morning for school, do you feel well rested, or do you still feel kind of tired?
I still feel kind of tired.
Okay. How about on the weekends when you wake up? Do you still feel tired, or do you feel well rested?
I feel tired still.
Still? Okay. Let's see. Do you get tired during the day at school? Like, do you get drowsy, kind of nod off in class?
Yes,
You do.
ma'am.
Is it in the morning, evenings, or around
It's
lunchtime?
like after lunch. My class
Okay.
after lunch.
Okay. And you said sometimes you take like an over-the-counter sleep aid to help you sleep if you need it. See, you're yawning right now.
Oops.
Okay. Overall, I wanted to say that you have a good sleep pattern, but you really
I
don't.
don't.
No.
I
So
really don't.
I have a few suggestions for you. And you can give it a try sometime this week. Okay, suggestion number 1, avoid caffeine late at night. Stop it at least 8 hours before you go to bed. So if you're gonna drink that soda, I don't know if they let you guys drink soda at school or not, but 8 hours before you go to bed, because caffeine stays in the body a long time. Also, don't play on your phone for at least 2 hours before you go to bed,
Goodness.
because the screen gives off a certain kind of light that prevents your sleep hormone from coming down to help you fall asleep. I don't know if you ever heard that before, but and the TV has the same effect as well. So try not to watch TV 2 hours before you go to sleep. And maybe try listening to a little white noise. You ever heard of that before?
Not white noise, but I be listening to like some rain noise or like
Okay.
brown noise sometimes.
Okay, that's good. And the only other thing is try not to drink any water at least for an hour before going to bed. So that way you don't wake up during the night,
I gotta go to the
to go to the restroom. Do you have any questions for me?
What time you go to bed at nighttime?
Well, I work the night shift, so my sleep pattern
It's
is
not good.
it's not good. When I get off in the morning, I'll take a shower. It's like I can't go straight to sleep. I'm still too hyped up. So I'll get off at about 6:30. I get home, take a shower. Maybe about 8ish, I'll get in bed.
AM.
Yeah. And if I have schoolwork, I'll stay up to maybe 10 and do some schoolwork. So that kind of keep me awake. So I have to lay there. But usually I'll get in bed, say my prayers, and I don't even know when I fall asleep. So the alarm has to wake me up like at 4 in the afternoon to get ready to come back to work for 6. Yes. So on my days off, if I don't have a test to study for, I just sleep my life away. The weekends, I sleep and do schoolwork. So nights is kind of rough for me, but I have to do it until I finish school. Once I finish school, I'm back on days, and I can sleep all night long. I'll get like 8 hours of sleep at night.
That's too much.
No, it's enough. What so much, T, for your participation. If you ever need me, I'm here for you. Don't hesitate to give me a call. Okay, thank you.